discussion about the,
public hearing.
This is April 10th, right?
you know,
Is there a second?
Just for public discussion on the traffic.
To have a meeting. Roll call, Dan,
yeah,
Jeff,
Yes.
Ben,
Yeah,
I check with Dawn, make sure everything's okay.
He's back there.
he's here.
Or,
I'll give you a calendar.
yeah,
if it's not, just let us know.
What is the day of the last Saturday?
26th.
At 7 p.m.
That's fine, you don't have to get it right now.
We'll not put it on the sign. I'll put it on the website. Also, under new business, I have, I need a motion to accept permanent appropriations for 2014, and I gave everybody a copy of our appropriations for the year.
I make a motion to accept the appropriation.
So this is for the rest of the year?
Yeah. Is there a second for the motion?
So,
Roll call, Dan,
Yeah,
Jeff,
Yes.
Ben,
yes. I had Jenny check, see what we owe on that truck, and the dump truck, it's around 15,000, right? So, 16,000. We can just scratch that off, get it off the books. The money's already appropriated for the year.
it would actually save us some in interest.
So it's already appropriated, we've already appropriated for the year. So we have the money in the account, we carry money over from last year. We're going to pay it off, we're not paying interest on it.
Just over 16,000.
how much more we have left on the road?
Well, we're still gonna have the same, that's not gonna affect it because that money's already appropriated for that.
We'll
So
still
that
have
won't
probably what,
affect the amount.
instead of 70,000 for the road.
Mm, looks like it's gonna be more like 60,000. Well, there's contracted services out of the, gasoline fund, the 52,000. And then the contracted services in, motor vehicle, which actually is only 2,000. But then I have audited services, which I'm not sure where I did that because we don't have an audit this year. So I could transfer that back to contracted services. That's 8,000. I just noticed that. I don't know why I put money in audited audit services because we don't have an audit this year.
That would give us right on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what we got to do, yeah. That's what we have.
That's the unencumbered balance. Yes. Final appropriation is what you're looking at. That's the appropriated amount for that fund, which right now is the same because we haven't spent any money on that contracted services.
Right.
And the only fund that we can't touch contracted services in is the fire fund.
Right. Don't we want it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, tell me you said so. Which I have their checks tonight too, which aren't on the back of the sheet, so those are the only checks that aren't on the sheet. Fire company checks.
There's numbers in there. Any amount?
Are you interested in paying ahead on it?
I don't care. We can pay
I'd like to pay it off.
that. That'd be fine.
This is the final for the year here, Tom.
The final? No, that's the first first payment of the year. Yes, well, we can move it within, I can move anything in the general fund. I can't move something from the general to the motor vehicle. But like that audited services, I don't know why I did that, so I can just transfer that back to contracted services. Motor vehicle, too. Audited services. And what? Yeah, it'll go back on contracted services, which we can spend on roads, or, yeah, whatever. You can pay the whole thing if you want. I mean, like you said, it's the money's appropriated
For the year.
anyway, yeah, for the year, but I mean, it's there and we can use it. $877. Maturity date is October 4th, 2015. Yeah. And currently we have $16,052.21. That was after the February payment was made. No, that was after the March payment was made.
How much will that save in money? Or they'll tell you how much their payoff is when you.
Yeah, if I call, yeah, they tell me. But the interest on this was, for the payment was $62.20. Yeah, each payment you make, it's getting less. The interest is 4.5.
We carried some money over from last year, I guess.
Yeah, about 30.
I'm a person, I'm gonna pay, right up front off.
I'll second it.
Did you put the numbers in that motion?
So I'll call and get exact payoff on it.
What's the approximate total?
16,000. Do roll call?
You don't, before you go to roll call, you don't feel like that's gonna interfere with any, projects we might, we're eligible funds for any other projects we might need?
No. It's not gonna interfere.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Dan,
Yeah.
Jeff,
Yes.
Ben,
Yes. With that free?
When is that, when are you gonna cut that
well,
check?
not today.
Be it next month or?
Yeah, well, I'll just have it at the next meeting. We'll sign it then.
Give somebody something to write about in newspaper, we paid them for a coffee year and a half, and they got
Alright, they won't worry about that.
I don't have anything else under new business.
You have any under new business?
No, I just wanna make sure that we get on the agenda to talk about the community building rules.
Any public comment?
I have one. You can answer Dan's question, or, letting Jeff, you're more welcome to try typing in, but I've done it every which way your son. That link does not work. Does not provide video. It says not found. So, on the game with Dan then, or what? You want me to type it in front of the video camera, so you can document it? How do you want to handle that? That's a pretty simple records request when you plan on filming.
I've already discussed this matter, can't just for you, Shannon, I'll go home tonight, I'll go from unlisted to public, then you can hear it, how's
Well,
that?
see, it isn't open to the public. I think this gentleman right here
It
asked you if
It
it
is.
was open to the public.
It is, all you have to do, it's called unlisted, all you
Said
have to do is type
anybody in
this.
this room can access, and you said, yes, sir.
Yes, you can access it right here, you've already got a copy and you've been spreading it
Yeah.
around.
I've already
You gotta
typed
type
it in,
it
it's
in.
right here.
You gotta type it in,
Yep.
upper lowercase, exactly like
Yep,
this.
I did.
Like I
Exact-
told you, I'd be
exactly
happy
like
to
you did.
switch it from unlisted to public.
Yep, so
And
see,
you
it's
can hear
not
the
public.
No, it's a setting that's on YouTube.
Yeah. I know.
Unlisted is open to anyone that types this in.
Yeah.
Public means that it's advertised and then you can hear Dan's conversation. It'll be on my channel and anyone can go and listen to the conversation that Dan wants a copy of, okay? It's really pretty simple, it's not complicated.
I wanted to break my foot.
You acknowledge me?
Go
Yes?
ahead, Mark.
Okay, I have a question. Earlier during this meeting, Mr. Corpenning indicated to Jenny that a records request was made from Barb Wiseman on copies of receipts, and he made the statement, she will fill it. Now, Dan has asked repeatedly for a public records copy, and Mr. Corpenning refuses to fill it. The copy needs to be brought forward and handed to you in your hand. That's a public records copy request. You ask for it, you should have it in your hand, correct or not?
Evidently, we can call and tell them that it's fine, I guess.
So what he's telling her and what you are requesting and he's replying back to you, he has double standards, okay? He's gonna tell her she will fill it, but he will not fill the request you've asked for.
I've
Am
actually,
I correct on
He
this,
has not
Dan?
filled my records
you
request
are not
either.
correct, but you're
I'm
certainly
talking
welcome to
to
your
Dan,
opinion.
the president, not Jeff Corpenning.
It is correct.
Okay, thank you. I want to make sure that is correct. I also have one more thing I'd like to bring up before you take me down. I have a letter here to the trustees of Bowling Green Township and residents. March 22nd, the Friends of Bowling Green Township hosted a community cook-off. The event came off great. Residents participated. We had 9 chili participants. In front of each chili can, we had a monetary donation can. Whoever had the fullest can won the chili cook-off. It was quick and easy. It was fun for the community. We had a 50-50 also. We collected $72 for that 50-50, so the split was $36. Our total intake was $49 and our total intake was $85. Okay, this money is gonna be used for a community spaghetti dinner. And we're hoping to have that in May. The Easter egg hunt is still on for April the 19th. Registration starts at 11. We will have games. The Easter Bunny will be participating in games and activities, and we're gonna have a great community gathering.
Hey, Barb,
And the seniors will do a bake sale.
Gina's gonna do a bake
Yes.
sale, about 9 o'clock.
9, yeah, they're starting at 9.
They'll start early.
Mr. President, I've got some questions on that regard. I think these are questions that should be asked. First of all, I don't know are you the spokesperson for the group? Are you the president, or what is the?
That's irrelevant, I think.
Who's he talking to?
Well, I'd like to know who the spokesperson is, whether they have,
I just gave you a public comment, that was it. We're a group.
okay. And, I think it's important to ask whether you have a 501c3, and if
Nope.
you cover insurance for these events that you're
No.
calling public.
Nope,
What did you have with Barb?
don't need to. Do you have insurance too,
Besides
for any of
fuel?
your public events?
I don't hold public events.
You
If
own
you're
what?
referring to the Patch Park Committee efforts, they were quite clearly a subdivision of the Board of Trustees. They were a governmental, committee. And yes, we do have insurance as a
We're the
township.
community of Bowling Green Township.
So if the answer is no, you don't have insurance, and your entity's not a nonprofit.
You didn't say we were a profit or nonprofit.
That's what a 501c3 is, I believe.
We're just volunteers, trying to get the community together and have fun.
Why do you got something against that? Jeff Corcoran?
He's not in charge
I
of
don't think anyone said they had anything against it.
When you was complaining about it.
No, I asked my questions. I've got nothing further to
Any
ask.
more public
Yes,
comments?
yes, right here. Did you all three look at the past pictures and the latest pictures of our property? Did you guys look at them? Should you look at them?
I've never got it.
Okay.
Look at it.
The oldest one that the newest one is being compared to, I think there was 6 of the oldest one, and then there was numerous of the new one. They were taken at 2 different seasons of the year. The oldest ones were taken more of a, kind of like the same area, and the newest ones were taken clear over here and down the driveway and all over here, which they cannot even compare. Okay, and I was told that it looks worse in the new ones than it did the old ones, but they're 2 different seasons. The trees are bare in the new ones, the trees are in full bloom in the old ones, and some of the stuff was still there, and I know it was there, but you couldn't see that it was there, and it didn't go as far. Okay, now, my other question is, when we tried to start conforming to these requests, we had one of the worst winters possible. Bob has been working and working and working. Now, are we gonna go to court on the pictures taken 3 or 4 months ago, or are we gonna go to court on what it looks like now? And then the last question I have is a person only in violation if somebody complains, or are you in violation if you're really in violation, just in violation? Or are you only in violation if your neighbor complains? That's it.
I don't know,
That's it.
Zoning, what the zoning says.
You guys have not even looked at the pictures then,
I've already answered that, yes, I have.
both sets.
I saw the pictures that were sent to me for some reason, registered mail that were on that disc. I understand they were sent to you or you had them too.
New ones and old ones.
That disc I think had old ones. If there were new ones
And there
on
was only
there,
about 6 old ones.
I didn't see any
And
timestamps
all
on any of
tree
them.
leaves were out, you could not see the same things. So, you
I don't know.
cannot honestly say it's worse than the first pictures because you can't see it, and it's not as big a territory. Now, if you could come over and look at the place, you would see that when the weather got where you could actually do anything besides deep snow or mud, you would see that if you're taking us to court on the pictures, it doesn't even look like that. And the pictures were taken in the part of the year that you couldn't do anything to change it. It was impossible. December. There was a few good, nice days in December, and as soon as the snow melted, then the pictures were taken. But there was no time, like between December and now, he's worked and worked. So is it gonna be what it looks like now, or is it gonna be what it looked like back in December?
Here's an easy explanation, there was 3 years between the pictures, right?
3 years? I don't know.
Okay, how many years were between the pictures? That's how long you had to remedy the problem.
No one has ever written down on a list exactly what is in violation, except this is what we're told. You can't have this sign, you can't have this culvert pipe, and you can't have your tractors, and you can't have this car, which is licensed, and you can't have this, and you can't have that, and you can't have this, and you can't have that, and then you cannot have a junkyard and a salvage business. But wouldn't you have to have junk cars and selling junk cars to have a junkyard and salvage business? I mean, I just don't understand. I mean, we've got some recycled metal, but we're not running a junkyard. I don't understand why I don't have anything in writing saying exactly what the violation is. That's pretty broad. That's very, very broad. You cannot operate a junkyard and a salvage yard, but that's very broad. What things is it exactly?
It's been explained over and over.
Has it?
It has.
Okay, well.
Yeah,
I recently, had plans on building a building up there and a little lean-to, but I didn't know, what was involved or who was involved or, what the first step to take. So I called Barb, the zoning lady. She come out and, showed me and answered all my questions I had, and, she did a very professional job, and, I wanna thank her personally for coming out and showing me everything and getting me going up there. Thanks, Barb.
Maybe we'll get that to happen too.
Okay, any other public comment?
Yes, I do. I don't have a comment. I got it's happening, okay? Now, I'm going to quit my towing business this year, and I'm going to build, I'm not thinking about it, I'm going to build a 60 by 60 building out by my creek, down my driveway, away from my house. And I'm going to build, sell pigs. I'm gonna raise